Making it through the week. Let's do this.
True North Reviews. True North Reviews. True North Reviews.
Hey there, welcome to True North Reviews. My name is Ryan, and today is a better day. Let's heal our wounds. Welcome back to List Season 2020. Positive energy, people. We're going to dive into the top 10 EPs of the year. The extended play, kind of like a little brother to a full-length album. An artist might want to release an EP as a means to satisfy their fan base before a more commercial project, or just because they like the freedom aspect of it. Not that any artist should be bound by their creativity, but you get the point. Maybe a little less pressure, take the edge off a little bit. Anyways, sit back and enjoy the show, and if you'd like to join in on the conversation, certainly do so. Tell me if you like the EP format, and if you got around to any of these picks that I will be discussing today, or heck, even share some of your own, as we all have our own opinion. Here is mine. At number 10, we have Troye Sivan on his EP, In a Dream. Notably more experimental and slightly veering into the electronic aesthetics compared to Bloom. Still danceable and fun, light and easy, of course, the crown jewel being the song Easy, that's why I mention it. Only one small misstep on this EP in my opinion with the track Stud, but Troye continues to wheel and deal over a possible breakup that never disappoints. Moreover, he's just lovely, a true beauty, and continually evolving as an artist. I predict a very bright future ahead for him no matter what he does next. Ironically, this next pick is another JB, but with an additional B at the end, James Barker Band on JBB sides. Now, my interest in James Barker over the years has been no less than spotty, but this EP is easily their best collective work that I've heard to date, be it very short with only 4 tracks, but still, from the first studio recording of an old tune, Mama's Cookin', to the beer crackin', Bad Time for a Beer, James and his band hone their songwriting talents over production that arguably has less shine and more of a rustic quality. The group even personifies the cell phone while trying out snap beats on the cut I Hate My Phone. Turns out fairly well, at least much better than their contemporary of Sam Hunt. Of course, don't forget James Barker's tracks are still catchy as they keep all the same pop sensibilities that made their newer fans fall in love. So at the end of the day, JBB Sides is nothing but good omens for the country pop group hailing from Ontario. At number 8, another Canadian artist here, it is Classified on the EP Time. Fresh music here while simultaneously saluting to old school hip-hop, turntable scratching, and flows reminiscent of the East Coast in the 90s. Time as a theme weaves its way through as background noise, never getting overbearing. Classified, though, he's one of those underrated rappers, especially from Canada. He has perceptive lyricism, confident delivery, and an exceptional feel for rhythm, and yes, by extension, ironically, time. On this project, there is good variety with some laid-back beats driven by piano. Time is just an all-around enjoyable EP that took me by surprise this year. Don't let it do that to you. Along with this next pick at number 7, it is Pup and This Place Sucks Ass. First off, I have to compliment the incredible drumming on here. Zach once again outdid himself. The dude goes hard on Anaphylaxis with multiple pattern switch-ups, ferociously playing while keeping a steady tempo. I envy his skills. Now, I shouldn't dwell too much on the drums, but since it's my preferred instrument, I had to give the proper shout out there. Anyways, there's excellent melodies provided by vocals and the guitars on here too. Pup easily proved that they were up for the challenge of writing a worthy post-Morbid Stuff era EP. Nothing much else to say about it, just solid punk music with raw energy that is pretty special. Ending the streak of 4 Canadians in a row, we have the country artist Orville Peck. My first exposure to his music came on the project Show Pony, and that's here at number 6. An extravagant and spellbinding mood fills the air with Orville's deep voice that is akin to Johnny Cash and Elvis. It's an acquired taste, and it might seem a little excessive or forced to some, but Show Pony brilliantly explores modern country songs that are worth every moment of your time. Whether it's a full arrangement of his band or just the basic strumming of his acoustic guitar, Orville Peck entices listeners with an uncanny ability. Just fantastic all around. Even the Shania Twain feature has grown on me. At number 5 is a phenomenal achievement for the hip-hop genre. It is Tkay Maidza's Last Year Was Weird, Volume 2. Some of the highest quality production I've heard since Kids See Ghosts. The EQ is perfectly balanced across the board. The lows, the mids, the highs, so crisp, so clean, so colorful. A true auditory masterpiece, really. Close enough to be giving Charlie XCX and her producers a run for their money. The performances on this project are commendable too, of course. JPEG Mafia continues to fascinate me with all his features, more than his own releases, unfortunately. Tkay is a female rapper that should not be taken lightly, and it's clear that she has synth pop and electronic influences to her as well. She's not solely a hip-hop artist, although that is definitely the main focus on this project. Yeah, just an admirable EP. Moving on to number 4, it is the indie rock and folk group from Montreal, Half Moon Run, on their first EP, Seasons of Change. Sadly, the final studio project of original songs to feature Isaac Simons, but this remains a beautiful EP through and through. So much detail to the playing of the guitars, piano, mandolin, a lot more acoustic compared to their most recent full-length in 2019, but this just leaves more room for Devin to shine vocally. Grow Into Love being the noteworthy single on the project. All other tracks, though, they complement the Seasons of Change. Inching closer to the top spot, number 3, we have those honors going to Zella Day and her EP, Where Does the Devil Hide? This one should come as little to no surprise after my glowing review, but I just want to reiterate the importance of Dan Auerbach for the sound created on this project. While calling back to some of his solo projects or collaborations with the Arcs, Dan behind the board gave Zella the stability to do her thing vocally. A wonderful thing at that. She truly does have a remarkable performance on each track that feels fresh and nostalgic at the same time. Just leaves me upset though. There was no Grammy nominations for this EP. I thought at least a production nod to Dan would have been nice in my opinion, but nope. At number 2, we are switching into hard rock and a band that has completely revived and redeemed themselves in 2020. I'm of course referring to Bring Me the Horizon on their post-human series Survival Horror. When so many bands failed to capture the essence of lockdown and isolation brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, Bring Me the Horizon did it successfully and not in a cliched or contrived way. Mixing elements of electronic, industrial, and new metal, Survival Horror even brings out the best in young blood. A tough task on its own. But in the bigger picture, what remains is Bring Me the Horizon. They essentially course correct their entire discography here. I'm no doubt excited for the next installment in this rumored multi-part series, but take some time to spin this gem from 2020 before that happens. And now, we have arrived to the top spot, EP of the year. I had no choice but to give it to Christine and the Queens for La Vita Nuova. Multiple languages, multiple sad bangers, multiple enjoyment. Rather exponential on that last point there, but I did not hear anything more complete as an EP this year other than this. Granted, the number 1 doesn't have to follow a cohesive narrative or anything, but this thing just checked all the boxes for me as a holistic experience. Production that is flawless and touched up with the same tinge of grief as Christine's lyrics. La Vita Nuova as an EP, it encapsulates 2020 before it went awry. It started as an apology for being absent from the music scene, but translated into a gloomy eulogy that will not be forgotten anytime soon. And with that, Christine takes home the accolade for the best EP of 2020. There you have it, my personal picks for EPs of the year. Make sure you guys sound off down below in the comments. Tell me what you guys think of the list. Share your own thoughts. If you agree, disagree, I'm here to engage with you guys. If you'd like to leave a like, subscribe if you're new in town, I'd appreciate that. As always, thanks for watching, and have a rockin' day.
Reviews.